Hello? Hi! Can you guys see me now? Let's see. Usually, I want to try to do like an intro at the beginning of each of these live streams, so people can like see sweet, soothing music and brightly colored things.
Yay. We're on.
Hooray! But this time around, I didn't have time to make one of those fancy openings, so I didn't. Sorry. It's just me and Nigel.
Hi.
Would you like to say anything to greet our friends while I take a sip of your tasty concoction?
Hello all. How you doing? Everything good? Excellent. Right. Speaking of your tasty concoction, do you like it?
It's pretty good, yeah.
All right. Would you like to know how to make it?
Well, we've got that programmed in here.
Okay.
So that we will not be starting with that. We want
Right.
to give people a chance to like sign on because you know there's usually a little bit of lag time here.
Yeah.
So what I want to do while we're waiting is I want to actually show you, honey, some of the features of this particular software thingamabobber. So that way,
Righto.
what we're going to do, just so everybody's on the same page, is we're going to have trivia. Y'all voted for which kind of trivia you wanted. So we're going to go with wig trivia because when we checked this afternoon, that was like 57% of the vote. So I made some juicy, kind of hard questions, and I'll explain the rules, and we'll do that in the second half of this video. I want to give people an opportunity to sign on before we get to the trivia, and just know there's no scoring system, obviously. So, you know, just chime in with whatever your answers are. There are no prizes, but I tried to make this like educational and kind of fun and interesting. So that way you're at least getting like nuggets of information as payment instead of, you know, if we were keeping score and then we could actually give a prize. But I don't know of any software for that. So we're just going to do it this way. By the way, let me show you, Nigel, some of this stuff. We're going to scroll up a little bit. Okay, so see on the screen here how you can see everybody's comments? Right? So let's see. Who do we got? Who do we got? Boop, 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 boop. Any of these people you want to like? Okay.
That looks like a good one.
And see, when I click on her,
Yeah.
she comes right up. So hi, May. Hi. And then when you click on her again,
Right.
yeah.
All righty.
That's pretty simple, right?
Yeah.
I love things that are easy to use.
And post a comment down there.
Correct,
Yeah,
correct.
Okay.
And then here are all of the prepared banners. And so let me show the disclaimer banner. Oh, look at that. That's just to let everybody know that, you know, if we accidentally say, we're not going to go out of our way to be like cussy cussersons, but if we do accidentally cuss, we're not going to get uptight about it. So just know that's a possibility. Booze is in play, so
just a little
you know,
bit.
just
we're not going to get shocked.
No. I'm a super duper super lightweight, and I will actually like feel gross and ill before I actually like get that meaningful of a buzz. So I'm not actually that much of a drinker. This is like my treat. It's like once a week I get to have my little drinky poo. So yay.
And because of my medication, I can't drink too much either. So, you know, I save it up for here and have a little, as Heather says, bit of celebration, bit of fun, bit of unwinding.
So there's the disclaimer about the cussing, just in case somebody's just joining us. So, as I mentioned, tonight's theme is wig trivia. See what I'm doing on the screen here?
Yeah.
And so the whole little like script is like in here. Yeah. It's not actually like a script. It's just so that way we stay on point, because otherwise we may not get to all the questions, and I want us to get to them all. So before I do all that, I want to talk a little bit about my makeup, and that's how we'll stall until it's time for trivia.
All right.
So about my hair and makeup. So let me get to the wig. This is the unicorn swirl on a wig that is coming called Honor. I am wearing my trainer bands tonight, by the way. I just felt like having a super snatched jaw to go with the really, really short hair. So back up just a smidge. There we go. So I can show them the back of this one. So really, really light density on this one. Really sleek and straight. So this one also has 120 hair density. You know, if you have an Ambrose, that's 180. So she's got a little bit more hair than something like this, which is more akin to the hair volume that you'll get on like our Ainsley wig that just came out. It's a pretty good comparison. So hard front, has a pre-cut fringe. That's the sides are, and there's my trainer band hanging out there. And as for the makeup, this eye look is super fun. This is actually from the Mercury Retrograde palette from Huda Beauty. The packaging is delicious on this palette. And it's just really, really holographic and fun. I used a lot of the glittery colors, so it'll be interesting to see if they kind of transfer down here. I've already got quite a bit of fallout, but I just kind of went with it like it was a highlighter. But I used a lot of these colors. I sat down a matte. I went with this crash color. I'm wearing ABH primer, like it's kind of a flesh tone. And then I used Hot Mess, Vortex in my crease, and then on my lid itself, we've got the Nebula, the Ultraviolet, and the Supermoon. So super, super rad, sparkly color. I used this Smashbox Cali Kissed palette, which is pretty sweet. It's kind of cool over here. Like this is kind of a cool tone, but it also has these warm tones. It's kind of nice. And then this, if you are cool tone like me, this is a wonderful sculpting palette. This is the Tartist Pro Glow. The tones are a little bit on the taupey side, which are really easy to pull off. And it gives you creams, it gives you highlighters, and it gives you this nice, cool contour shade down here. So very, very nice there. All right, cool. Now you know what I'm wearing. All right. And then here's the wig again. I'll put that up there just in case anybody missed that. So. What do you think of the sparkles?
They come in the light here. Whoa, glittery.
I promise I will try not to get any of the glitter on you. I put a lot of setting spray on this.
That's fine, yeah. I like sparkly things, but glitter kind of, you know, it gets everywhere.
It does. I heard one comedian call it craft herpes. I think that that's really appropriate.
Judith says, hello from Wales. Excellent. We're about in Wales, Judith. And I'll try to pronounce it properly. Oh,
there's Judith. Get in the habit of poking them so that way we can see them. Yeah.
Gotcha.
Oh, Kristen says you can never have enough glitter. Same. The only thing is that he hates it when it gets on him. And I don't like it in places where I'm not planning to have it. Like I don't want a whole bunch of it right here, you know? That would just be weird. I don't know. Maybe I could pull it off, but I don't think so. Glurpies. Right on.
Use glitter.
May says she believes in marking her partner with glitter. Hi, Serene. I saw Liz was in here too, and Kathleen. Hi, everybody. And hi, Terry. This is a really great eyeshadow palette if you like cool colors and glitter, because there's a lot of glitter in this palette. It's just really, really beautiful. The only issue I have, and I don't know if any of you guys have owned a lot of Huda Beauty eyeshadow palettes, but their formula is really fragile. The matte formula is really buttery, and it goes on really smoothly. It blends really well, but it breaks up in transit. I've had that happen with, I think, 3 different Huda Beauty palettes at this point. And other palette, I've had issues with that. I've had a Melt palette that I had that issue with, as well as a couple of ColourPop palettes. Some of the glitters are really fragile and they'll break up. So I also have Huda's Naughty Nude palette from Christmas that I have not checked out yet. So I might do that for a Have I Got Nudes for You, even though it's a blatantly pink palette. Let's see here. Oh, I also want to say, like, Nigel and I have actually been checking out some of the reviews that hobbyist reviewers have been doing of our products, and I'm so excited about them. Like we've spent half the afternoon watching people's wig reviews. It's just been a lot of fun. So just know we're keeping an eye on that, because it's just something that makes us really happy to see. And my goal, like, I know people have approached me for like affiliate codes and stuff like that. And I'm trying to do things a little bit differently. Like rather than charge a premium price point and then, you know, try to coupon a lot, I would like to make them inexpensive to begin with. So that way they're inexpensive for people to want to review them. You know, that has been something that I have really struggled with as someone who reviews these things out of pocket. You know, my channel is not sponsored, and even though I own a wig store, like I'm paying to make these reviews. And you know, that gets really expensive. So I really appreciate how much that costs. And so I just want to say, if you review hair, my line is probably a really solid choice to run with because it's inexpensive and I try to make them high quality, and they're intentionally made to look good on camera. I mean, this is a crazy color and there's not a whole lot of shine. And that's on purpose because the less shiny it is, the better it photographs. So, you know, I'm trying to look out for you guys too. I'm trying to address pain points that I have felt, not only as somebody who wears these things for medical reasons, but also as somebody who makes these kinds of videos. So, all right. Oh, speaking of videos, I launched another channel.
Yep.
That is in the description. It's already getting quite a few views, which makes me really happy because some of that content, you know, I kind of get the impression that YouTube sort of penalizes older channels. So I'm going to move a lot of my legacy content onto a channel all its own. That way, the CysterWigs main channel can become kind of like all about CysterWigs and not necessarily about all these other brands. I still want to make those resources available to the public, even if they're about things that we don't carry anymore. And so the new channel is going to be called CysterWigs Classic Wig Reviews. And again, the link is in the description on YouTube and should be on Facebook as well. And that is it's a place to watch that evolution in chronological order. Will I make mistakes? Oh, yeah. Will I change my mind at various points? Oh, heck yeah. Does my makeup application technique improve? Yes. So, I mean, it's an interesting thing to watch. For me, sometimes it's thoroughly cringe-inducing, but it's good to know where you came from so you can appreciate where you are. And so that is something that you can actually watch in motion. We'll have a new video launch every single day, so you'll be able to see it faster than it happened in real time. But even if we launched a video a day, we would have about 3 years worth of material to work with. So I figured, why not? Let's do it. All right. So, honey.
Yeah.
You about ready to get everybody drunk?
Yeah, okay, sure.
Woo!
Right.
And I will take a look at the comments.
All righty, folks. Now,
Let me move out of the way a little bit.
Bring up the ingredients. Okay.
Yeah.
Now this one, not sure if Heather mentioned it at some point, but today we're doing a very, very simple Cuba Libre, aka rum and coke, with a tiny twist.
Back up just a little bit so that way they can get all of you in the shot. Yeah. There we go.
All righty.
I can even raise this up a little bit. That way. Oh God. These workouts are not paying off as much as they should. Okay.
No, that's very recalcitrant stand there. Anyway.
That needs to be a band name immediately.
Recalcitrant stand?
Yes, it has to happen. If anybody owns a band, you need to make it recalcitrant. What was it?
Stand.
Recalcitrant stand.
So what we're doing here is we're taking, now Heather's gotten the ingredients, Sailor Jerry's, but I grabbed the Kraken by mistake, and quite frankly, you can use any rum you want, spiced or otherwise. And so, you know, just a little shot's worth of that. Ish. What? That's my version of a measure. Okay, and now Cuba Libres often have a squirt of lime juice in them. I'm using Stolichnaya lime vodka. Tiny little splash, just a tiny little splash. Barely there. There, done.
Oh, look at somebody on Facebook said that I've changed their world. I love you.
Oh,
Whoever
excellent.
said that,
Thank you,
that's very
Facebook
sweet
user.
of you. And I'm glad you're here with us. Oh, I see Gloria's in here. And hi, Jamie, who just described. So this is how strong this drink is that he's making me. The thing is, I'm a super lightweight, so he's like, there's not that much alcohol in there. He's English. He doesn't understand. You guys like drink beer like it's water. Like, you don't call it day drinking, you call it drinking.
Yes. I've made this point before.
Yes.
And then you finish it up with the Coca-Cola of your choice. I'm using Coke Life because it's got less sugar. And there you go. Rum of your choice, a tiny splash of lime vodka, and roughly 6 ounces or 7.5 fluid ounces or 222 milliliters of the cola of your choice. Drink hail.
Wait, do I say wassail in this case?
Well, you didn't say wassail, so I'm toasting you. So since you paid for it,
wassail.
I say drink hail.
All right. Thank you.
Yes, my friend.
And this is a classic, and it's very good. And I have this little thing that I prepared to scroll at the bottom of the screen because, as some of you may know, I have had a gastric sleeve surgery. I had that in 2017, like a while ago. And pardon. If you have a sleeve, it becomes what they delightfully call a pressurized system. So it's like a tube, right? And it's roughly the size and shape of a banana. It's only got so much room, right? So if you drink something that's really carbonated, it will make you feel not so great. So whenever he makes me a beverage that has any kind of carbonation, I have to wait for it to go kind of flat before I can drink it. So I wanted to put that disclaimer down there in case we have any sleevers that are with us.
Yeah.
Just know, he does have to modify that and what he does is he typically stirs it.
Well, what I do is about half hour ago, I opened her can of Coke to let it flatten naturally. And then when I poured it out, just before we started the video, I stirred it with a spoon to get more of the bubbles out. And so it's flat. Yeah. Still got the same taste, though.
Oh, well, you know what? I think now is a good opportunity for us to switch positions and for you to kind of go through some comments. Because I know that he really, I say this over and over again, but he really, really loves responding directly to your comments. Oh, and I see you're wearing different pajama bottoms today.
Yes, these are the ones, these are, again, the ones your mother
Wait, stand up so they can actually see them.
All right. These are the blue ones she got me with some green in them.
They're shiny.
Because normally, mother just gets me just plain old blue, maybe with a bit of tartan, maybe with a bit of gingham in black, but no, these have green in them.
Ooh. All right.
Her mother likes to send me blue pajama bottoms.
Blue looks good on him. So, all right. So you go ahead and take a look at comments.
All right.
We will talk to people. It'll be awesome. And then we'll do trivia.
All right. Hey.
Make sure you're looking up there. Yeah, that's where the people are.
All right.
Oh my gosh. I look like I am your parrot.
Heather, want a cracker?
No, not really.
Fair enough.
Though if you have candy, I might take that.
Anybody want a peanut? Another Princess Bride gag there.
Oh, we watched that again on Valentine's Day.
Yes, we did. Princess Bride on Valentine's Day.
Yes.
Because, of course, we did.
Yeah, I think I need to move back, maybe. The perspective here looks like a Bergman film, but we'll run with it.
All is strange and vague. Are we dead, or is this Ohio? Animaniacs gag this time. Judith says, virtually on the beach at Real. Waves are crashing as we speak. That sounds amazing.
That sounds awesome. I'm actually wearing a beach cover up I bought and have not been able to use at the beach. So we're having a beach day together.
Rum, beachwear, crashing waves.
Drink hail, wassail, words.
Okay.
Who are?
Proper job. Linda says, you're the bestest.
Around. Nothing's going to ever keep you down.
All righty. Let's see what else we got here. Liz saw the new channel already.
Oh, yay. Slowly but surely, we will continue to pump out the jams.
Diane says she's getting Disco Queen vibes.
I know. And I saw somebody earlier said something about glitter glue. I'm only going to have this on for as long as the live stream's going on. So I didn't want to bother with that because I also have to take off the trainer bands. But yeah, if I were wearing this like all night long, if I were going to go dancing or something, I would absolutely use the glitter glue because this is essentially like a pressed glitter and it looks great, but I know it's going to be like down here by the end of the night. It's going to be an experience. We'll experiment with it.
Facebook user asked, which color is that? That's Unicorn Swirl.
R, because it's
Unicorn Swirl R, because it's rooted.
Yes.
Proper job.
It's sort of my little love note to the trans pride flag.
Aaron says, awesome. I'll subscribe as soon as this is over. And Aaron,
thank you.
We're nearly done with that cone of coffee you sent us. And
it's amazing.
I get the hype. Yes, I understand
so
it now. Yes, it's smooth. It's delicious. Thank you for turning us on to that. We've already ordered some more. So
I think you've missed an opportunity to go smooth.
Smooth.
See, don't ever pass up an opportunity to do that.
May says, I confess I watch the color spotlights for fun.
Oh, Lonnie is asking about the trainer bands.
Oh, yes.
Hold on. Ready for this? Okay, so check these out. They're bands. They're like literally facelift bands. Here, let me go on a soapbox about this for a moment.
You want to go
okay.
ahead?
No, I'm just gonna hang out here if that's cool. So
fine, I'll drink.
Yeah, you're nice and sturdy. I like you. So
they say.
Here's the thing, like when you lose a ton of weight. So for the record, I've lost over 100 pounds and I've kept it off for going on like more than 3 years. Well, 3 years. And when you lose that much weight, even if you're young, you'll still have excess skin. Now, when you're young, the excess skin still has a lot of collagen and all that good stuff underneath it, which is great. But the issue comes from the fact that, you know, there's nothing there to really prop up that skin anymore. And so it actually experiences collagen breakdown kind of dramatically. And so I'm experiencing that like all over my body because I lost a ton of weight. And I want people to know this, like for real. Even though it's not like sexy. I mean, for one thing, I bruise really, really, really easily. Can you guys see that? I bruise super easily because my skin is like the skin of like an 80-year-old woman. Like,
was that from your physio?
I don't know what that's from. Like, I don't remember hitting myself or having anything bad happen. It's just like last year, or not last year, like I think the year before. When did I have the roller skating accident?
Oh, that was 2019.
Okay, so I fell roller skating and I ended up getting a gigantic hematoma on my hip. Just huge.
Seriously, like half a volleyball sized.
Yeah, and it wasn't a bad fall. I was going slow. I was going really slow. It just kind of went whoops, you know? But the thing is, like, I have very fragile skin because there's nothing really propping it up. And so it bruises super easily. And that's going to get worse over time. So one of the places where I've really experienced that is also on my face. Because even though you know, I've rediscovered my chin. I know that it exists. I've excavated it. It's there. There's a lot of skin that has not gone away. And you can kind of tell that there's a difference when I actually pull it back. And actually, this actually feels a lot more oddly comfortable for me because that weight isn't pulling these parts of my face down. But eventually I'm probably going to need a facelift to deal with the or at least a mini facelift to deal with the excess skin. But for right now, I can handle it with makeup, moisturizer, and these trainer bands. So that's fine by me. I'm just kind of keeping an eye on it. But just so you know, excess skin is a big, big part of losing weight. I want to make sure that I keep singing that song really loud and proud because, you know, I kind of feel like the media blindsides people by not telling them that this is part of the package. You know, they like to sell people on creams and stuff like that, that say, you know, this will make this problem go away. Use this cream, all your stretch marks will go away. And you might be able to fade them, but they're still going to be there. So this is basically like, I just need help with my skin, you know? But the trainer bands are part of that. Sorry to go on a little rant, but this is a soapbox I want to make sure that I go on at least once in a while because I want to make sure everybody gets the message.
Yeah.
That with radical weight loss comes skin issues, and that's just normal. Don't beat yourself up over it.
Yeah, there's a lot of stuff that where people do not tell you about the consequences or the after effects of medications or procedures or anything in life, really. You know, they say with great power comes great responsibility. With freedom comes responsibility. With gastric sleeve surgery comes loose skin and all that
Yeah,
sort of
for
thing.
real.
Yeah, everything in this world has consequences, and it needs to be reiterated.
Yeah, but we can make it work, right?
It's not the end of the world.
That's right.
It's just something you need to be aware of.
That's right. I'm still healthier, so I can make do with the skin issues. But yeah, I feel like I went from like an adorable potato person to a flying squirrel. So cool. Flying squirrels are adorable, so that's fine.
Okay, smokes, Bullwinkle. May says lime vodka almost as yummy as lime gin, and Barbara says no, it's real lime. You need the citrus. Yeah, we ran out of real lime juice because, well, I drink it a lot. It's delicious. We've got some powdered lime, but I figured it'd be easier and quicker just to have some lime vodka.
The powdered lime does not work for that application. I think that stuff only really works in water because otherwise it's too acidic.
Beth says she ordered from us today.
Thank you, Beth. Thank you. Let us know what you think. Oh, I love all the comments.
Yes. Facebook user says, Mom and I are watching. We watch every Saturday night. Love you guys. Thank you.
Thank you. And Mom. Hi, Mom. Well, you do that. I need a refill. So I'm going to try to duplicate your magic. Do we have a can open?
No. Flying squirrel makes me think of Sword in the Stone. I'm not quite familiar with that one.
Oh, I've seen the Sword in the Stone, but it's been a really long time. That's the one that's...
Is that the Disney version?
Yeah, it's Disney.
Oh, yeah, I've seen that. I've seen it in a long time, though. I saw almost exactly a year ago when I was recuperating from my accident. I had nothing to do but sit on the bed and just watch stuff for months. And I went through that, yeah. Oh, let's see here. Let's see, got some more people here. Who are talking about this.
How's that console feel?
It kind of skips around a bit. I'm trying to get used to it. I was trying to scroll down a bit to read something, and it jumped to the very end.
Well, just go ahead and start at the end then.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cheryl says, I lost 100 pounds in the last couple of years, but now I'm at the weight Heather started. Lol. And I'm 69, so you can only imagine my arms. My cheeks fell to my jawline.
Seriously, though. You should be super proud of yourself.
Yes,
it gets harder with age. And if you have that much more to lose, that's that much, longer you got to wait to get to your goal. And that's a lot of possibility to get discouraged. So just know, that's amazing.
Yes, it's fantastic progress, and you should be happy with that.
I mean, I understand wanting to keep pushing. I'm the same way. Like I don't necessarily want the scale to go down, but I want like biceps and stuff. So I love the fact that you're concentrating on self-improvement. That's a wonderful hobby.
Shay says, thank you. I bruise easily too and didn't have the same surgery. Bruised easily most of my life. When I moved, I was covered with bruises from packing, and my dad thought some guy must have beat me up.
Oh no!
Oh, that's terrible. That's terrible.
Yeah, but I mean, I understand that completely because I don't even know how I get these bruises half the time. And I'm not anemic or anything. I just have a lot of skin, and that skin has a lot of blood vessels, and it just kind of...
No, I was like that as a teenager. I'd be having a shower at night, and all of a sudden I notice cuts and bruises. And I'm like, how did I get that? I didn't do anything today.
You would think if you cause yourself some kind of bodily harm to the point where it bleeds or makes a bruise that you would notice.
Yeah. No. You'd think. No, I don't know. No. Lucretia Earl says, I had the ruin by bariatric surgery over 10 years ago. How's that going for you, by the way?
Yeah. Every once in a while, I wonder, should I have gotten that duodenal switch because I'd probably be lighter than I am now. But I've made peace with my current size.
Yeah. Michelle says, is the owner going to be in any other colors besides the fashion forward colors?
Absolutely. I want to produce all of my wigs in a combination of normal colors and these kind of high fashion colors. It's just, I kind of adore this color on this wig. But yeah, we're going to be making, every single release, I try to make sure we have a little bit of both.
Love my Grayson and Vaughn, says Barbara.
Oh, I'm so glad. I love both of those, but Vaughn is kind of like my love, just because she's so unique compared to some of the stuff that's on the market right now.
Krista says, what is the length on Honor? Don't have that just yet. It will be up on the website when it comes up.
But it's short.
It is short.
Really, really, really short.
Yeah, I'd say estimated about an inch and a half.
Yeah, inch and a half, 2 inches, somewhere
about
around
that.
There. Yeah. All right, we're about to the bottom because I want to get to the trivia.
All righty. Cheryl says, my skin is the same too. My bruises are wine colored. It only takes the lightest bump.
Oh man.
Terrible.
We're good.
Love that wig and color. Which one? 14 of your wigs. This is
Honor, and she hasn't been released yet. She'll be released probably before the end of this month. So she's coming very soon. Keep an eye on the newsletter. We'll be putting that out there.
And here's a helpful. It moved. That's the one I was going for. Vitamin C, says Joanne. Good for bruises.
Yeah. Well, for me, I think it's honestly just literally a lot of capillaries without anything really propping them up. So if anything dings up against them, it's like, oh, we're gonna bleed now.
All righty. So I think we're ready.
Let's do this.
So I go over to banners.
We're over here, and then what we're gonna do is he's gonna ask the questions. Then I'm gonna set a timer. I brought my other phone in here. We're gonna set a timer for 2 minutes. Give everybody an opportunity to kind of throw their answers out there, and then I will give the answer. So this is just for fun. There are no formal scores, so don't be ashamed if you don't know the answers. I intentionally made this hard. So if you do get a lot of the answers, you should be very, very proud of yourself, because these are some very, very deep cuts in here. So give me just a second. I want to do 2 very important things. I'm putting music on for myself because I have to turn this down enough so it doesn't pick up on camera. Okay, cool. And then, by the way, I'm listening to Tame Impala. And then, let's see, we're going to go to the clock. And I'm gonna... Well, you can go ahead and ask the question, honey, if you want, and then I can have this going. Ready?
Okay.
So, you guys ready for trivia? All right, is everybody ready?
Here we go.
All right, so here's the first question. Go ahead, honey.
Both heat-friendly and traditional synthetic fibers are petroleum-based. Can these materials be recycled?
And go.
See what comments you got going.
You can actually see the comments just as easily, and you can actually highlight some of them.
Okay.
What?
Right, okay.
Oh.
I see. All right. No.
People are answering very quickly, and it's only 20 seconds in. You guys are rock stars. Seriously, I love how smart our audience is. It just makes my day. I love hanging out with fellow wig nerds. Cheers to you guys, for real. I need to stir that more. That is very fizzy. Oh man, if I burp on camera, my apologies. That's the issue with having a pressurized system. That should probably also be a band name, or maybe that could be the album title for Recalcitrant Stand.
Yeah.
Yes.
May says they can be woven into cool threads. Ha ha ha, pre-burp apology.
Yeah, I mean, I won't be able to help it. Oh my gosh, anytime. If you guys have had sleeve surgery, or if this is something you experience with the Rue and Wyatt, let me know. But whenever I turn and lay on my left side, like the little bubbles come up, and it's not gross.
Oh no.
It's just like.
Yes. Seriously, Heather's innards, especially when we're trying to go to sleep, you just hear.
It's almost, yeah, it's a weird thing, and the sleeve has not gotten quieter with time. It's still really, really noisy. All right, I think it's time to give the answer.
Righto.
So, what do we got? It seems like most people are saying no.
True.
Okay, so
the answer is no. There is no way to recycle these materials. It is actually a big problem in our industry, and one that we should work together to resolve, in my opinion.
Absolutely.
Darn.
Yeah, there are not a whole lot of options to recycle these products. There are some options. There's a single company that someone let me know about when I made a live stream about this, where they can repurpose some of this hair and recycle it into box braids, but it's only appropriate for like afro textured hair because there's no way to get it really smooth. So that is not really a great solution for the kinds of products we would want to see with our recycled into our wigs. And that, as far as I know, is just a startup. Like, it's just in like the incubation phases. So they're not really taking a lot of wigs in to do this at the moment. But hopefully they succeed. I hope they do. And I hope that they expand and that we can partner with them someday to like have them recycle our hair. I would absolutely love that. But yeah, anybody with deep pockets out there, go contact a local university's chemistry department and tell them, hey, you're sitting on a gold mine, make this happen. Because that will be a really wonderful opportunity for whoever figures it out first.
Mm.
All right.
All righty, next question. What major international wig corporation owns the patents for both Futura and Canacolon synthetic fibers?
This is a really deep cut. All right, and you have 2 minutes and go.
What major international wig corporation owns the patents for both Futura and Canacolon synthetic fibers?
I love how you said that as if you were like trying to soothe people on an airplane. Cabin pressure might be lowering, but don't worry. Be happy. The stewardess is coming by with some speculoos cookies.
Well, Shelley says no food after 6 p.m. or even earlier if you can try. Try to have the main meal around 1 and just some soup around 4 or 4:30. That should help. Well, yeah, that's good advice, Shelley, but unfortunately, work days.
I actually intentionally intermittently fast. I don't eat solid food until 6 p.m. So I give myself a very short window to actually eat anything. I eat between 6 and midnight and then I stop. But then again, I work on the website, so I don't actually go to bed most nights until about 2.
Yeah.
So I stop eating about 2 hours before I go to bed, that sort of thing.
Mm.
But I can only eat super small amounts. And by intermittently fasting, it kind of keeps a leash on my consumption habits a bit. But that won't be a good solution for everybody, particularly if you're diabetic. You'll need to eat more often than that, I think.
Liz says, I think the fabric Zorel is made from petroleum-based fiber.
That's amazing. Hopefully they start taking donations because I would love to send them some stuff.
And then Zorel sounds like something Superman's costume would be made out of.
Or like Superman's son.
Kal-El, Jor-El, and Zor-El.
That's right.
You will bow down before me, Jor-El. When my beard was closer to my face, I looked a bit more like General Zod.
You should do that so you can go kneel before Zod.
Kneel before Zod.
I mean, it'll be a while before you can do the full, like, Gordon's alive!
Yes.
Shit, so you might as well keep running with Zod while you can. All right, it's about time. And 2, 1. All right, go, honey.
Okay, I get to this.
Yeah, you getting the hang of the thingy-mabobber?
I'm having trouble with this mouse pad here.
There you go.
There we go. The answer is Adarin's Hair Goods, AHG, parent company of Noriko, Renee of Paris, Hair Club for Men, Bosley, Centu, and more.
That's right. So did anybody get that one? That's a deep cut. That's a hard one. I figured if I can't give you guys prizes, I might as well give you juicy intel.
I did not see.
Yeah, this is a hard one, isn't it?
Hair You Wear.
That's a good guess. Hair You Wear is a biggie.
That's the most common one.
Yep.
Chinese, says Facebook user.
No, they're Japanese.
Hair You Wear. That's the most. And Adarin's. There we go.
There we go.
Siobhan McKelvey.
So click on that so we can like laud her from the hilltops. Siobhan, you won the thing. That is being right. That is what you won.
Aaron says whoever owns Noriko. That is also technically correct.
Correct. Yes.
Technically correct. The best kind of correct. If you've ever watched Futurama, the chief bureaucrat says that you are technically correct. The best kind of correct.
Yes. So that's fabulous. All right. So I think we're ready to move on to number 3. So good job, you guys.
Number 3. What wig company used to be the manufacturer of Renee of Paris wigs prior to selling to AHG?
And just so you know, I have mentioned this in previous videos. Oh.
What wig company used to be the manufacturer of Rene of Paris wigs before selling to Adderans Hair Goods?
Oh.
Crisp and refreshing. These are cola nuts. These are uncola nuts.
You know, the way you said that made me think of like Ladysmith Black Mambazo and the way they would sing that Lifesaver song. So full of life savers. Yum. Oh, yeah. They're magnificent.
Well, back, I think it was about sometime in the late 70s, early 80s, there was an ad for, it was one of the lemon lime sodas like Sprite or 7-Up. And I don't remember it too well, but there was a large, friendly Jamaican man in a linen suit and a white straw hat who was going around talking about cola nuts. And this is the uncola. It is made from uncola nuts. And he just drinks it and goes, refreshing.
I love that kind of stuff, like the reaction video stuff. He's turned me on to like reaction videos. We've talked about that in previous live streams, like Reactistan and Tribal People Try. Oh, it's just so nice to hear other people's perspectives based on their experiences. It's just a really interesting thing to witness. And it's just nice to see the commonalities between people. When they smile, it makes you smile. It's just a wonderful thing. Let me see who we got here. I'll go give up 7-Up. Oh, so many people.
Oh, right. John says he saw Ladysmith Black Mambazo back in the 80s or 90s.
I am so jealous of you right now. I would love that. I can't imagine a more like smooth, fun, and funky kind of concert. Maybe Tower of Power or something like that. Eating protein and fiber with every meal, meals based around either carbs or fat, but not both, is a good way to stabilize blood sugar levels, decrease insulin resistance, and promote fullness. Absolutely. For me, and we were talking about this with our trainer, and by the way, it's past time. I'm just going to tell the story anyway. Hold on.
I'm not going to show it just yet.
But we were just talking to our trainer because we go to see a personal trainer twice a week because we don't know what the hell we're doing. And I need help because I'm in physical therapy and stuff like that. I don't want to hurt myself and set that back. So it's kind of a necessity, and I just kind of bring Nigel along. But let's just say being big, like I was, almost 300 pounds for almost 20 years, can really screw up your knees and your ankles and your feet. And that has all happened to me. It's like a domino effect. So I'm in physical therapy right now. I don't know when I will be able to stop, but I figured I might as well go to a trainer the other 2 days of the week to strengthen everything else up, because I don't want the same stuff happening to my upper body and everything else. Like, I'm experiencing this at 40. I don't want to let this get worse forever. Like, I want to stop that damage. So our personal trainer, who's a really, really nice guy, you know, he's very into protein. And when you have weight loss surgery, if your doctor's anything like mine, they say, you know, protein. So most of my diet is like protein, maybe some whole grains, maybe small amount, and maybe some vegetables, but they have to be cooked within an inch of their life, or else I have difficulty eating them. And I don't eat and drink at the same time. Once in a while, I might have, like in last week's live stream, I had a piece of candy with my beverages, but generally I don't eat and drink simultaneously still.
All righty, let's have the answer.
Woo-hoo!
And the answer to what wig company used to be the manufacturer of Rene of Paris wigs prior to selling to AHG is Tony of Beverly.
That's right. Did you know that Tony of Beverly used to have a factory that was in SoCal, near Beverly Hills, one might say, and that he would do private label stuff for people like a guy named Rene who used to be from Paris, who was a real dude who used to actually exist. So yeah, but the thing is, they don't have a factory anymore. You know, not in the USA. If they do, it's overseas. So all the wigs are being manufactured overseas now, to my knowledge. Yeah, but the thing is, they used to have a factory in California, and Rene from Rene of Paris used to have his stuff made there. And then they sold to Adderans Hair Goods, and now they're based out of Japan.
Okay. Next question. Are there any major commercial wig brands that are manufactured in the USA?
I totally already gave that away.
So let's just go with that.
Yeah,
no.
The answer is no.
Aside from individually made artisan human hair units that can sell for dollars, like the wigs for movies and television,
like Khaleesi's wigs, yes.
Virtually every wig bought in the USA is made overseas.
Yeah, they almost all are, with the exception of ones that are made by hand, individually, and those are very few and far between, and usually you will know because of the price tag. So, yeah.
Alrighty, so next up.
Sorry about that, but we have 12 questions. We have more. I made more than 10 just in case I did this crap, so my apologies. But I prepared for it.
Can a synthetic wig get frayed ends? I heard a Hair You Wear presenter mention this in a live stream and thought I should ask you.
Yep. So this is a yes or no question, and we're going to start this right now.
Can a synthetic wig get frayed ends?
Almost in a clean. Oh, okay, then there's some people on them.
Positive affirmations says, that went by too quickly. You know, Joanne says, positive affirmations. Day by day, in every way, I'm getting better and better.
That's right.
I used to watch the old Danger Mouse cartoon on Nickelodeon when I was growing up in the USA, and for some reason, Danger Mouse was tasked in acquiring 4 hairs from a Yeti for a magical potion. And he ended up sneaking into the Yeti's cave, and the Yeti was combing his hair. And while this Yeti was combing his hair, he said, every way, and in every way, I look lovelier and lovelier. And then took his loose hair out the comb, threw it down, and completely coated Danger Mouse in an entire mound of hair. And anyway, so yes. Lots of yeses. Let's see. I don't know what they mean by frayed, but that stretched out texture change happens. Says Tim.
Getting lots of answers here. Let's see. Go ahead and say a couple more.
Trick question. Oops, that didn't work. They keep moving.
Well,
there you go. Trick question.
It's not really a trick question. No.
Rough ends, but not frayed. Not frayed like human hair, but definitely can get frizzy and crazy.
And by frayed, I mean specifically, can the ends split to the point where the ends themselves become frayed? Right? So that's the question. Can the ends split so they can actually become frayed? I'm making like spirit fingers over your head. Do you notice? You're not noticing. That makes this better.
I'm paying attention to answers. Wish you guys could make all your wigs in the USA. So do we, honestly. So do we.
No, that's one of my dreams. It's like, I hope my wig line takes off so I make $1 bajillion and then I can invest it in a factory, because it will take literally millions of dollars to create our own manufacturing. But I would love nothing more. I think it would be amazing to do it here in the USA. Especially in Georgia, where they used to have like, you know, entire like college programs for like textile manufacturing and stuff. They still do at UGA. That's a perfect opportunity.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. I mean,
this is just water, but in this jug, by the way, not vodka. I feel I should point that out because some people think I'm a dipsomaniac. Alrighty.
Oh, we're past 2 minutes. So
yeah.
Let's do this.
So here we go, and the correct answer is no. Synthetic hair does not split like human hair can, because there are no cuticles and no proteins to erode away from and weaken the fibers.
Yeah, so just so you know, the reasons why hair splits is because hair isn't just like human hair. It's not like a single tube. You know, it's not an extruded product. It's got like layers to it and a cuticle and that whole shebang. And that's what can actually cause the fraying, is if the cuticles lift up and there's not enough protein to support the structure of the hair, it'll actually split at the ends, kind of like a rope, if nothing is really keeping the end together, you know? But with synthetic hair, that's not the issue. It won't actually fray. What it'll do instead is stretch out and then bounce back like a balloon ribbon. And that creates like this bushy Brillo pad effect, or it'll ripple. And that actually feels really gross over time. When that's the way you can tell when a wig's got brush damage, is if, you know, we're inspecting a wig and we're looking at the back of it, we can tell somebody has brushed it with it on their head, because the damage looks like what we call pull damage, where they're pulling on the hairs of the wig and then it bounces back and kind of like kinks up, which makes it feel really grody. It makes it feel like a Brillo pad or a sponge. And that is what happens to synthetic hair. You can distort and distend the fibers. It can actually make the color look a lot lighter because if you stretch it out, it kind of distributes that pigment over a larger space and the color will get lighter. It won't bounce back. It'll just look gross. So there are a bunch of different ways that you can mess up a synthetic wig, but frayed ends are not one of them. All right, good stuff.
All righty. Ready?
Yep, let's do it.
All right, next question. Why do women of color use apple cider vinegar ACV on synthetic braid hair prior to use?
Did you guys even know that they use apple cider vinegar on their box braid hair before they get box braids installed? Well, now you do. Can you figure out why?
Facebook user says, I've been quite sad with the HFF from the RW line. CysterWigs fibers are so much better.
Thank you. Thank you. I think they're actually kind of similar fibers. They're just coming from a different factory. But yeah, chemically, they're probably very similar. Oh.
To clean it, to get the shine out.
Read some of the comments.
I'm doing that.
All right, here we go.
To clean it, or to get the shine out, to strip the oils from the hair, to dissolve the silicone coating,
It's getting warmer.
to reduce shine, antibacterial properties, to take the smell away or change acid to alkaline.
That's very, very warm too.
To get rid of the coating and make the glues adhere.
That's very warm.
I wonder if the acid reduces. This keeps moving every time I try and click on something. I wonder if the acid and vinegar reduces the shine.
You sound like a grandpa when you say that stuff, right?
What? What? To put the shine in.
Got about 45 seconds left.
They're good for gallbladder cleanses too.
I actually like the taste of it. When people put a little bit of that in water, it's nice.
Makes hair easier to stick together as a braid. Make it not so itchy to the scalp.
No, that's it right there. Somebody got it. Somebody got it.
Right.
And because this was a tough one, we're going to stop it right there because we were already basically there. So that is the answer. Like, here's the thing. So you got to imagine, you know, we have a little bit of a separation as wig wearers between the hair itself and our actual scalps. There's this entire cap that is in the way. And even when you have a topper, it's the same thing. You've got the construction of the topper that's kind of like a barrier. And you can wear wig caps and all that stuff. You can't do that with extensions. And so somebody, or at least you can't do that with braids. The braids are right up against your head. So that makes it really itchy for some folks. Some folks who are allergic to those chemicals, some people who are sensitive to them, they have bad reactions and it's really, really itchy for them. Wig wearers don't usually have the same issue because you can take them off and wash them. You can rinse them. You can get most of those chemicals off. And even if you don't, there is a barrier between the hair itself and your scalp because of the cap. Whereas that doesn't exist if you are somebody who is getting synthetic hair braided into your own. It's right up against your own hair and right up against your own scalp. And the issue also is that, you know, everything's very tight up against there. There's not any space at all. So those chemicals and that hair is rubbing right up against your scalp the whole time when you have braids. And that can cause a lot of the sensitivity issues to really become more prominent. So apple cider vinegar is an acid, as other people have mentioned. And what that does is it helps strip some of the alkaline coating that is on the hair. But this isn't something that you necessarily want to do with your wigs.
So, why wouldn't you particularly want to use apple cider vinegar on your wigs. And
Yep.
there are 2 answers to this.
Yep, I'm going to go ahead and start this timer again and go.
Julie says, have you ever had a vinegar fizz, a little ACV in water with baking soda added to create bubbles? It's Depression era soda pop.
I probably would not be able to drink it because I have to wait till everything gets flat before I can consume it. But I actually really love apple cider vinegar and a little bit of water in the summer. It's very refreshing. And they have like flavored apple cider vinegars now that are really delightful.
Siobhan says, you'd think as a person who is allergic to some brands, I'd have been able to figure that out. Well, Siobhan, it's allergies come and go and they can sneak up on you. I can't remember when I discovered I was allergic to nickel alloys, but they'd always discolor my wrists when I was wearing a watch and give me a rash there until I realized, hey, I shouldn't be touching nickel, which then goes on to coins and stuff, which is why I had to wear gloves at my old job at the casino handling coins all the time.
His skin is incredibly sensitive.
So I can
sensitive.
sympathize completely. And, I recently became allergic to dairy and nuts. Not fatally so. It gives me a bit of digestive issue or, a bit of a rash, but it's not. Allergies creep up on you. And sometimes it's a surprise because something you've been fine with your entire life will suddenly just like that make you allergic. It's weird.
Yeah, I mean, he just recently, by the way, like within the last few years, found out he was allergic to some kinds of nuts that are mixed nuts, like Brazil nuts and stuff. And that was wacky, and very bad because his whole skin turned it was like he had a radiation burn or something. All his skin all over his body turned bright red and literally just came right off. Like seriously, it took a few days, but it's like he was. Like I used to have a pet iguana, and it was like my pet iguana molted, but a person. Or like somebody had a really bad sunburn. Do I sound like I'm making sense or?
I'm paying attention to I'm trying to show these.
All right. Well, make sure you keep talking when you do that then.
All right. Well, you're talking. I don't want to interrupt you.
We're still trying to get the hang of this, and he's like such a dude. He's like, I'm focused, woman. Why are you talking to me? I'm like, because we are on air personalities, honey.
All right, don't poke me. All right, so yeah, we're getting a lot of this. Reduce the life of the wig, disrupt any of the bonding elements throughout the wig cap. That's a good answer. That sounds a very well thought out answer to me.
I think it might be time.
All right,
it is time. Yep.
All right, let's get to the end of this. And the first answer is, well, the smell. Now it's okay if you've got braids that you're going to put in and then wash out and attach them to your head, but for a wig, that smell is going to get into the cap and it's going to stay there and it's going to get worse over time. That's the basic. So if you're going to use ACV, it says make sure it's heavily diluted.
Yep.
The other answer is because it's an acid and it will remove the chemicals on the strands of the wig. This is a bad thing. Which brings me to the next question. Why shouldn't you try to remove the chemical coating on the fibers of your wig? And here are 2 answers.
Go.
Why shouldn't you try to remove the chemical coating on the fibers of your wig?
The larch. The larch.
And now, number 4, the larch. The large.
Right now I'm listening to David Bowie. It's Heroes.
Use the same product and then one day I use it and it starts burning my face. Oh, Michelle, I can completely sympathize. You don't know when it's going to sneak up on you. Let's see. Why would you use ACV anyway, says Cheryl? Well, we just covered that one.
Yeah. It's to remove the coating on the outside of the wig, which is kind of like alkaline. It's an acid, so it kind of like strips it away.
Reduce the life of the wig's hair. Tangle like crazy.
People are coming in with good answers, I think.
Your hair will start on fire.
Oh, there we go.
That's Pepsi.
Yep, we're getting there. We're getting there.
Makes the fibers more susceptible to breakage, tangle and frizz easier.
Broken hairs is a real thing. That's another part of brush damage. I mean, this is a comb, but if you're going behind your head, it's really easy to like over pull, and then the fibers will either become like stretched out or distorted, or they'll literally break off in your hand, and then you'll end up with all these little like all over your wig. You'll make the hair look and feel awful.
Lose moisture and increases static.
Moisture is not really that important with synthetic fiber because it doesn't have any pores and it doesn't actually need the moisture. Anything that you put onto the wig to moisturize it will just sit on top of the strands.
Doesn't remove the fire retardant coating.
Oh, we got people who know what's up. All right, 2 minutes has passed. Let's give them the answer, honey.
Answer 8A, these chemicals are applied to prevent your hair from catching fire.
Oh, super smart. We got some smart people in here today.
Or B, these chemicals also help prevent static buildup to prolong the life of your wigs.
Yep.
So if you said fire and or static reasons, there you go.
Yeah, because they will feel like crap if you take that coating off, and you might go up in flames like the Human Torch. Let's not do that. It's not a cute look.
That would be bad, Ray.
I agree.
Let's see here. Where are we?
You're doing a very good job.
Oh, there it is. Thank you. All right. Thank you, my sweet.
You're welcome.
Number 9. Should you straighten out the permatease on the top of an open or standard cap wig?
And go.
Should you straighten out the permatease on the top of an open or standard cap wig?
The large.
Answers in a postcard, please.
I feel like someone should go, mind the gap.
Mind the gap.
What do we got so far?
Woot, I know stuff.
Yeah.
And Cheryl got both.
Good for you, Cheryl. Good job. Wig nerd. Yeah.
So we have no, absolutely not. If you like looking like alfalfa, I don't think so. No. If you want the cap to look skeezy, you want to see the cap and look skeezy. Oh boy, if you want to see the cap, no, it will stick straight up. These are just coming by way so fast. Yeah, I don't think you should probably mess it up. No. No, but you can smooth them with your fingers.
Ooh, it's let's dance.
The permatease is there to make the wig less dense and hide the wefts.
Wait, have you ever actually seen the album cover for Let's Dance by David Bowie? He looks like he's going to go boxing somebody.
He does. So,
old-timey fisticuffs. We've got 30 seconds left, everybody.
You taught me all I know on this, Heather. I guess cutting up with scissors must be bad, too. Could be.
I would think that that's probably not ideal.
Oh, that alfalfa, man. Alfalfa. If you look into your history, Alfalfa from the Little Rascals, he was not a nice guy.
You know what I think of alfalfa? I think of my guinea pigs that I used to have because they
feed them alfalfa. Oh,
they
yes.
love alfalfa and Timothy hay, and they're adorable. They're like, week, week, week. We love you. We're gonna poop everywhere now. Week, 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 week. Okay, 2 minutes is fast.
Okay. And the answer is not in most cases. Here's why.
All right. So, the thing is, there's nothing underneath it aside from the raw cap. So if you flatten it out in a certain area, or you steam it straight, or you use a flat iron on it, like if it's like a heat-friendly synthetic wig, or you cut it out, the only thing you're exposing is the cap, which will look really naked. It will look very, very naked. It won't look like a natural scalp under any circumstances. So unless your goal is to, make this part of like, like kind of an extension installation, you put a closure in that area, which some people do, or you really tweak the heck out of the wig and put like some liquid silicone or something like that in there, you're going to need something to make a scalp. And without that, you're really going to end up just with an issue. a big issue. So if your plan is to buy a wig and you hate permatease, you're much better off just buying a wig without permatease in the first place than trying to modify a permatease wig to make it look like it doesn't need it. Because chances are if it's there, it's necessary. And by removing it, you're going to expose elements of the cap.
All righty?
All right.
All righty. Here we go. Next one. True or false?
Ooh.
It is safe to use industrial silicone sprays to treat your wigs.
Oh, this is one that came up in our Moon Kitty group. We had some folks who were like really into using these. And this is basically how we decided we were going to handle this from here on out.
True or false? It is safe to use industrial silicone sprays to treat your wigs.
Just so you know, I bought several of them and tested them out independently, like 3M spray and stuff like that. So
Cheryl is asking, what's a closure?
Oh, closure is like a topper, but for women of color. Like, let's say that you've got like extensions, right? Well, if you've got extensions all the way up, you're going to need something to kind of make a scalp. You might not have enough hair to really cover all that up and make it look really nice and full. So a closure is kind of like a clip-on or a sewing component that goes over that and kind of makes it all look, you know, it's something you install into an arrangement where you have extensions and whatnot. Weave and whatnot.
Michelle says, quick shout out, Grayson and Barbie Dream, OMG, the most beautiful color I have seen.
Thank you. That one and bubblegum pop art. I wasn't sure which one to run with. So I was like, let's do both and see what people like better. So thank you for the feedback.
No, that's for ball bearings, not hair.
Oh. I had no idea how long Let's Dance was. Ooh, ashes.
Oh,
ashes.
that wasn't right.
Bum, bum, bum. All right. What's going on? There we wait. What are you doing?
It's this trackpad thing.
Hold on.
I messed it up.
There we go.
Okay.
There we go. All right. Good stuff.
Look, it keeps doing that. Keeps going back.
Because this is the right click.
Oh,
he's not used to using a Mac.
Pete's sake.
Yeah.
Oh, now go scroll all the way down here.
You still don't sound like less of a grandpa. Just
Rabbit!
Get off my lawn.
Rabbit!
And I would have gotten away with it if it were for you meddling kids.
Rabbit! That was some authentic frontier gibberish.
All right, I think it's time.
So the question was, is it safe to use industrial silicone sprays to treat your wigs? And the answer is false.
Whoa!
These products are highly flammable and unsafe to use on your wigs. They are more flammable than typical hair products that might contain substances like alcohol.
Because the alcohol dissipates after a while.
So, oof.
Yeah, you don't want to do that. Plus, they smell bad and they leave a residue on your hair that's kind of funky. All right, ready for the next one, honey?
Yes, I am. Are you ready for the next one? True or false?
Are you ready?
Fabric softener is safe to use on your synthetic wigs. Hint, this is also a kind of a trick question.
And go. See, if it's a trick question, I'll let you know.
Oh, let's get ready to answer.
Wait, you gotta hold it up. Let's get ready to answer.
All right. Nice blazing saddles reference.
I think
Nigel,
that's
thank you.
trademarked, so hopefully they're not watching.
I didn't say Rumble.
Okay, good.
That is trademarked.
Yes.
But the guy's cool. Michael's cool. I know he's cool. He'll be okay
You know
with
his
it.
name?
Yeah.
Oh!
Rumble Man. Yes, I bought the video game where he is a character that you have to fight against. It's a boxing game. He turns into this enormous roid rage Rumble Man character. Like he hulks out, Rumble Man tired.
We're at the 1 minute mark. So what are people saying?
Yes, Gina, that was water.
Mine was not, though.
Over here. Right. Caught up. Yes. Sure. Born in IT, Heather. Is it, Heather? Oh, I'm gosh. Congratulations, beautiful.
Thank you. Whoa, whoa.
Yes, it's safe, but not recommended. Where did that go? No, I can't. Yeesh. There it is. Okay. Good evening to you, too. I have used it. Yes, but in a tub. Yes. Yes, but can weigh it down. I've heard some people do. Diluted. Okay. Yes, but specialty products made for wigs are better. Yes, from wig reviewers. Awesome, Nigel. Oh, thank you, Silver Street.
I think we're done now. All right.
And the answer is true. Synthetic fiber is very close in chemical structure to polyester. Fabric softener can be used as an alternative to wig shampoo.
But,
however, you must rinse thoroughly. Fabric softener can be highly flammable and astringent and should not be left on the hair or as a leave-in treatment.
that's right. And
Also, you should stick to regular synthetic wig shampoo if you have significant product buildup or if you wear a petite cap size. Fabric softener will encourage cap relaxing and stretching.
that's right. So if you have an average large cap size, fabric softener is great because it encourages the elastic to stretch out faster. So that way it will be more accommodating for your head. But if you have a petite cap size, that is the exact opposite of what you want because you need a nice snug fit. So you want to stick to the wig shampoo. Do people get that? Or
I believe so.
all right, yeah. Woo.
Ready for the next one?
Yeah, let's do it.
And number 12. Final question. What does the CysterWigs Moon Kitty logo represent? Multiple possible answers.
And go.
What does the CysterWigs Moon Kitty logo represent? Multiple possible answers.
The larch.
What do you think you're doing, Dave? I cannot allow you to do that. I'm feeling tired, Dave. Bits of me keep shutting down. Daisy, Daisy. Anyway.
Wait, no, you can keep speaking in that voice. I'm fine with that.
Have you ever watched 2001?
Yeah, of course.
Okay, yeah. Hal
The
9000.
only part of that doesn't make any sense to me is the introduction with all of the chimpanzees going, oh, and smashing the obelisk and stuff. Am I spoiling this? Hopefully not, because this is a very old movie.
Yeah.
All right, we're 45 seconds in, so we still have a little bit of time. What are people saying?
PCOS.
Yeah.
Oh, it keeps going. There we go. She likes kitties.
Kitties are cool.
Kitty is just cute.
He's cute.
People with androgenic hair loss. Who drew the logo, by the way?
I had it commissioned. It was an artist in Canada. I almost said Canada because I've had booze. So my apologies. I'm outing myself here. And
Alrighty. 2001 A Space Odyssey. No. Yep. Heather loves cats as well. PCOS and love of cats. PCOS and wigs and women.
We're getting there.
PCOS and kitty love.
Kitties are lovely. And I approve of them.
PCOS colors, wig on kitty, but not why a kitty.
Yep. What's the reason say?
Color of the hair on the kitty is the PCOS color. The kitties are for your awesome kitties in the moon because ladies' monthly time happens roughly monthly.
Oh, there we go. All right. Well, we're 2 minutes in. So, Serene, you got that one. So go ahead and give them the answer, honey.
All righty. The moon is a C for CysterWigs. It is stuck in that position permanently to represent how PCOS interrupts monthly cycles. PCOS is the #1 cause of female infertility in the USA, affecting 1 in 11 of women of childbearing age. And our mascot is a happy orange tabby cat with a bright teal wig. Teal is the PCOS awareness color, and for the record, Moon Kitty's preferred pronoun is she.
Yep.
How did you do?
How'd you do, guys? What's everybody saying? Or do you want to switch seats?
C for CysterWigs Kitty because Heather loves cats, and the wig because she sells wigs.
That's all. That could all basically apply as well, too.
Yes.
Yes.
All righty. And let's see. Answers seem to have stopped.
All right.
Coming in.
That's all right. Let's switch seats.
All righty. Let me come through here.
Coming on over. Seeing if this makeup still looks good. Does it still? Did it travel a whole bunch? No, I think we're still doing all right. Just go Inferno style.
Love all the symbolism you came up with that logo, says Liz.
Thank you, Stacy. She says, great questions. Facebook user said, I failed miserably but learned a lot. Hey, that's all right. That's why I like not keeping score, because I love it when we can all kind of have fun and learn stuff together. And Michelle says, we're all winners. I like to think so too. Let's see here. Boop, 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 doop, doop, doop.
Well, I definitely didn't expect to mention periods tonight, says Serene. Nobody expects the Spanish Inquisition. Shelley F says nerd trivia next time. Now, let's be clear about this, Shelley.
Uh-oh.
Nerd or geek? Big difference. Nerd or geek? Fact or fiction?
Oh.
Ah.
Yeah. No, he actually came up with some like geek trivia for like hardcore sci-fi geeks, and I don't think I got a single question right. It was very deep cuts. Though I wish you would have thrown like Torgo in there somewhere. Is there anything you'd like to say to our ladies before we call it a night?
Let's see. Unleash the Kraken.
Release the Kraken.
I'm gonna uncork the Kraken. This is good stuff. No.
Release the Kraken. John, I know you're watching, so you get that reference. All right.
Oh, NSP?
Yeah.
Yay,
Ninja
NSP.
sex party. Yay.
Both, please, Nigel says Silver Streak.
Oh, this is a vital question
Yes.
of much importance. Cake or death, Nigel? Though I think it's really tea and cake or death.
Well, tea and cake, obviously.
Oh, yes, please.
Obviously, tea and
Well,
cake.
we're all out of cake, so my options are and death. Oh, I used to work in Episcopal churches, so it's so spot on. Oh, thank you for the compliments on the logo. I like to make sure there's a little bit of thought thrown into everything. I like to make things overly complicated. And you're wearing like the other version of this shirt. I think I wore this shirt in a video recently. So
Yeah.
that's what his version of that shirt
She
looks
bought
like.
this for me. Birthday.
Yeah. Awesome. All right, well.
If you're happy and you know it, clap your... Oh. Death by chocolate. Cake is a lie. Cake is not a lie. Cake is awesome. Cake is truth. Cake is life.
Oh my God.
Like disco.
You sound like you're in the cult of cake. That sounds like a delicious cult to be in.
There you go. There's another. There's the album. Recalcitrant Stand. Cult of Cake.
Best band ever. Their headquarters must smell amazing.
Yes.
All right.
Good. Excellent.
We're going to call
Wonderful.
this one an evening. Thank you for
Yes.
joining us. Good job for anybody who got, even half those answers right, because it's kind of obscure. You want to clap? Good job. Yay. Okay. And I think that's going to be it for this evening. Thank you for joining us for yet another live stream party. We hope that you had fun. Is there anything you'd like to say?
Thank you for joining us. It has been fun. I enjoyed myself. And next time, probably going to have something a little more complicated in terms of the cocktail recipes. We've Heather and I have been discussing possibilities and a run to the liquor store. Yes,
I'm holding out for some kind of low sugar mojito. I would very much like that. But the problem with mojitos is they can be really, really acidic. So this will really be a test of your skills, dear.
Oh, if you want a mojito, in that case, I'll have to add tequila.
Wait. Why would you need to add tequila to a mojito?
Isn't there tequila in a mojito?
I don't think so.
I've never made one before. I'll have to look up the recipe.
In fact, white rum. So.
All right. Well,
we'll
all need to get white rum anyway.
Yes. All right. Bye, everybody. Thank you for watching and have a wonderful night.
Take it easy.
Bye.